I'm Rico Hizon. In the United States, the visiting Filipino lawyer who was shot in the state of Pennsylvania has passed away. 35-year-old John Albert Laylo was on the way to the airport with his mother on Saturday when the shooting incident took place. Authorities have yet to identify the suspect and the motive behind the incident. Joining us now is the Philippine Consul General in New York, Elmer, Cato. Conjen, thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word. You just got back from Philadelphia. You were with the family. It is indeed sad that Attorney Laylo passed on. What is the current status of his mother who was with him inside the vehicle?
Good evening there, Rico. No? I was in Philadelphia yesterday, and I arrived at the hospital about an hour after he was pronounced dead. And I met with the mom and offered our condolences and asked her what assistance we could do. And she requested the assistance of the Department of Foreign Affairs and the repatriation of the remains of her son. Of course, she's still in shock, could not accept what happened because they were here in Philadelphia just to visit a cousin of Jal Laylo. When the incident happened, they were on their way to the airport, as earlier reported. It was 4 a.m. and they were just about 4 minutes from the apartment of his cousin when a car pulled up behind the Uber vehicle they were riding in, and just suspects on board opened fire. And then they pulled alongside their vehicle and fired from the driver's side. So the mom sustained some minor injuries as a result of blast fragments, and the driver was unhurt.
And Conjen, what did the Philadelphia police tell you? Was this just a random shooting incident, or could it also be connected to Asian hate crime?
Well, at this point, I don't think we could say that it's related to Asian hate. It's still too early in their investigation for them to make such a determination. They're looking for a surveillance video that could help them identify and track down the suspect. So at this point, it's too early to say that. We don't know if it's random, but from the initial reports, it may seem like that. They couldn't have been targeted. We don't know if the driver of the vehicle was the target, but we hope that in the next few days we would be able to have a clearer picture.
But did the Philadelphia police, Conjen, share with you, is this a one-off shooting incident, or has there been a regular occurrence of these kinds of crimes over the past days and weeks in Philadelphia and Pennsylvania?
Yes, we've seen a rise in gun violence, not just in Philadelphia, but also in New York and other major cities here in the United States. In fact, early this month, there was a shooting incident in Philadelphia that left 3 persons dead. And based on information I gathered from members of the Filipino community there, it seems that shootings are regular occurrences in Philadelphia in the past few months.
And when it comes to gun reform, we've seen quite a number of major incidents taking place in the United States over the past couple of weeks. How involved is the Filipino community when it comes to gun reform?
Well, I'm sure some of them are in direct contact with the authorities and have been giving their positions on this issue. We ourselves have also been issuing advisories to members of the Filipino community in the 10 states under our jurisdiction, particularly New York, where we have seen a surge in gun violence, and have been telling our people to be extra careful and to take the necessary precautions when they're outside their residences. Although we have seen a decline in the crime rate in New York City, we still continue to receive reports of incidents that are race-based. But hate crimes have also gone down as far as Filipinos and other Asian Americans are concerned.
So have you already been told by the family of what is next for Attorney Laylo and his remains, Conjen?
Yes, I was trying to get in touch with the mom this morning, but I think they're not ready yet. They went home last night. We will work with a local funeral director to allow us to facilitate the repatriation of the remains. We have instructions from the Secretary of Foreign Affairs, to Donald C. Jr., for us to extend all possible assistance to make sure that we get to bring child home as soon as possible.
Thank you so much for all that information. Philippine Consul General in New York, Elmer Cato.